Learn English while you sleep. Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Chris, and you're listening to the English for You, the show where you can make your English better in a simple and fun way. Today, I'm really happy because we're going to talk about a very cool idea: learning English while you sleep. Yes, you heard me right. Your brain can actually help you learn English even when you are asleep. Isn't that amazing? Imagine going to bed and waking up a little better at English every day without any extra work. In this episode, I will tell you everything you need to know. We'll talk about how your brain works at night, if learning in your sleep is really possible, and how you can start your own nighttime English learning. I'll make sure everything is very simple and easy to understand. That way, you can follow along and maybe even try this tonight. So, get ready to relax, listen, and learn. Let's start our journey into the wonderful world of learning English while sleeping. Your brain at night. To understand why learning in your sleep might work, let's first talk about what your brain does when you're sleeping. When you fall asleep, your brain doesn't just stop. It's actually very busy. It does many important things, like cleaning out bad chemicals, putting memories in order, and helping your body heal. There are different stages of sleep. One very important stage is deep sleep. During deep sleep, your body rests a lot, but your brain works to move new information into your long-term memory. This means it saves things you learned during the day. It's like putting important files into a safe folder on your computer. Another stage is called light sleep. During this time, your brain is a little more open. It can still hear sounds around you, like soft music or someone talking. Even though you are sleeping, your brain can still notice simple sounds and messages. This is why some smart people think that listening to a new language like English during sleep can help. Your brain is calm, but it can still hear simple words and sounds. This is not the same as studying when you're awake, but it can still help your memory get stronger. Our brain is like a superhero that never stops working, even when we are sleeping. Can you really learn English while sleeping? You might be asking yourself, can I truly learn things while I'm sleeping? The answer is a bit complex, but I'll make it simple. Here's what science tells us. Some studies show that when we sleep, our brain can process things we learned earlier in the day. This is called memory consolidation. It means our brain takes what we learned while we were awake and puts it into our long-term memory while we sleep. But here is the most important part: you can't learn everything while sleeping. It's not like you can listen to an English audiobook at night and suddenly speak perfect English the next morning. That doesn't happen. However, even though you can't learn everything, there are some things you can learn more easily while you sleep. For example, vocabulary words. If you listen to new words or short phrases while you sleep, your brain can help keep them in your memory. Listening skills. Your brain can still hear and understand simple English sounds and conversations. This helps you get better at listening to the language. There's a little secret here. Our brain is very good at remembering patterns. So if you listen to English in a calm and repeated way, your brain might start to recognize the patterns of the language. It's like hearing a song you like over and over again. At first, you don't know the words, but after some time, you start to remember them. Learning English while sleeping can be similar. However, you still need to do active learning when you are awake. Things like speaking and studying grammar must be done when you are focused. You won't become fluent just by listening to English in your sleep. But using sleep as a tool to help your learning can make a big difference. So, is it possible to learn English while you sleep? Yes, in a way. It's not magic, but it's a helpful tool to make what you already know stronger and to learn new words and listening skills. How to learn English while you sleep. Alright, now let's get to the how to part. I'm going to give you some easy steps to help you learn English while you sleep. Are you ready? Let's go. 1. Get your materials ready. The first thing you need is the right audio to listen to. Start by choosing simple English audio that is right for your level. It could be a list of new words you want to learn, a short English conversation, or a peaceful English podcast with slow, clear talking. The most important thing is to choose something simple and clear so your brain can easily understand the words. Don't choose anything that is too hard or too fast. You want the English to be easy to understand, even when you are asleep. You can also make your own recordings. Say the words or sentences you want to learn slowly and clearly. Then play them back while you sleep. This way, you hear the exact voice and words you want to practice. 2. Set up your room. Make sure your room is quiet and comfortable for sleeping. If there is too much noise or light, your brain might have a hard time focusing on the English you want to learn. Use headphones or a speaker to play your audio, but keep the volume very low. You don't need to hear everything perfectly. Your brain will still catch some words even if the sound is soft. Some people like to use special headphones for sleeping that are comfortable to wear when you lie down. They are very good if you want to make sure the audio is clear without being too loud. 3. Think about timing. When should you start your English audio? It's best to start it just before you go to sleep. You can set the audio to play for about 30 minutes or even an hour. By then, your brain will be relaxing and getting ready for deep sleep, so it will be ready to take in the sounds and words. If you listen for longer, the audio will continue in the background as you sleep, helping your brain work on the new words or phrases you have been hearing. 4. Be consistent. The most important thing to remember is to do this every day. Just like learning English when you are awake, learning while you sleep needs time. If you want to see results, try to listen to English every night. The more you do it, the better your brain will get at remembering and understanding the words. But remember, don't expect to become fluent right away. It takes time, and the progress will be slow but steady. 5. Have a relaxing routine. You can make this a part of your relaxing bedtime routine. Start by listening to calm music or a peaceful story in English. Then, when you're ready to sleep, turn on your English audio. Try not to look at your phone or other screens right before bed, because the light can make it harder to sleep. This routine will help you not only improve your English but also get better sleep. 6. Listen to positive sayings. Here's a neat trick. You can listen to positive English affirmations while you sleep. These are short, encouraging sentences like, I am learning English every day, I am getting better at English every day, and I believe in myself and my ability to learn. These sayings are simple and positive, and they can help you feel good about your English journey. Listening to them while you sleep can motivate your brain to work harder while you rest. 7. Keep track of your progress. Pay attention to what you've been learning. Maybe you can write down the new words you hear in your sleep or notice any changes in how much English you understand when you are awake. This will keep you motivated and help you see the small improvements you are making. What to listen to while you sleep. Now that you know how to learn English while sleeping, let's talk about the best kinds of things to listen to. Here are a few ideas. Vocabulary lists. If you are just starting to learn English, listening to vocabulary lists is a great choice. These lists can have common words, phrases, or even words about a specific topic like food, family, or travel. When you hear these words again and again while you sleep, your brain will start to remember them. Simple conversations. Another good choice is simple English conversations. Look for short dialogues or friendly talks between two people. Choose conversations that are slow and easy to follow, with clear speaking. This helps your brain get used to hearing English in a normal, everyday way. Positive English affirmations. As I said before, positive sayings are also very helpful. These are simple and encouraging sentences like, "I can learn English," or "I am improving every day." These sayings help you feel more confident while you sleep, giving your brain a push in the right direction. Relaxing English podcasts. Lastly, think about listening to a relaxing English podcast. There are many podcasts made to help you relax while still using English. These podcasts usually talk slowly and clearly, which makes them great for sleep learning. You can find podcasts about meditation, stories, or peaceful sounds in English. So, when you choose what to listen to while you sleep, think about what will be relaxing and easy for your brain to understand. What you should not expect. Now let's talk about what you should not expect when you learn English during sleep. While sleep learning is a helpful tool, there are some things you can't expect to happen right away, or at all. 1. You won't become fluent quickly. First, you won't suddenly become an expert in English just by listening to audio while you sleep. I know it would be amazing if that were true, but learning a language takes time and practice. Sleep learning is a tool that helps you remember words or get better at listening, but it's not a magic trick. 2. You won't learn complex grammar. Second, you won't learn difficult grammar just by listening at night. For example, listening to English while you sleep won't teach you the difference between the past and present tenses. You still need to do active learning, like studying grammar rules and practicing speaking, for that kind of progress. 3. You can't only use sleep learning. Lastly, you can't use only sleep learning to get good at English. It works best when you also use other ways of learning, like reading, speaking, and practicing during the day. Sleep learning should be something extra you do, not your only way of studying. 4. It might not work for everyone. Some people might not feel like they are learning a lot during sleep, and that's okay. Everyone's brain is different. If you don't see results right away, don't give up. The key is to keep trying and to be consistent with your learning. So, to sum it up, you won't become fluent fast, you won't learn hard grammar, you can't only rely on sleep learning, and it might not work the same for everyone. With this in mind, let's go to our last part, where I'll share some final advice and motivation to keep you going. Final tips and motivation. Before we finish today's show, let me give you some final tips to help you get the most out of learning while you sleep, and of course, some motivation to keep you going. 1. Be patient. The most important thing is to be patient. Remember, learning a language takes time. Sleep learning is a small but helpful tool, so don't expect results overnight. Be nice to yourself and keep going even if you don't see big changes right away. 2. Be consistent. Consistency is the key to success. Try to listen to English every night, even if it's just for 20 or 30 minutes. The more you do it, the more your brain will get used to the sounds and words, and the better your results will be over time. 3. Do both. While sleep learning is great, don't forget to practice actively during the day. Speak English, read books, write sentences, and watch videos in English. Use your waking hours to actively practice what you have learned while you were sleeping. 4. See the small progress. Every little bit helps. Even if you only learn a few new words or understand a little more English each day, that is progress. Be happy about the small wins because they all add up to big results over time. 5. Stay motivated. And finally, stay motivated. Learning English is a long journey, and it's fine if it takes time. Believe in yourself and know that each day you are getting better. You are doing a great job. So keep listening to English, keep practicing, and most importantly, enjoy the process. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of English for You. I hope you now feel inspired to try learning English while you sleep. Remember, it's a fun and helpful tool you can add to your routine. And if you ever feel frustrated, just remember that small progress is still progress. Don't forget to come back next time for more tips and motivation to help you on your English learning journey. Sleep well, learn well, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Don't give up, keep going and believe in yourself.